Exterior porch morning. Art and Via walk out the front door onto the porch. In the driveway is a 1971 dark green, slightly rusted, and slightly dented VW camper bus with a big red bow on the windshield. Art's parents and sister come out from behind the bus cheering. Family and Via, happy 16th birthday! Art looking surprised and stunned. No way. For me? Sally, it's for you. Art, really? For me? Father, it's all yours. Art, wow, this is the best birthday present ever. You guys are the greatest. Art walks over and hugs his whole family. Everybody is stoked and happy. Via walks over to the VW bus. Via, you've got to check out the inside. Art walks over to the VW bus and Via opens the sliding door. Art and Via go inside, and Art's family peers through the windows. Via pops the top of the VW bus so they can stand inside. Art, this thing's so rad! Art looks around inside and notices some of his clothes. Via's surfboard, blankets, groceries, lanterns, camping equipment, etc. Art, hey, this looks like it's loaded for a trip. Via, it is. I packed it myself. We're going to the Cape on our first surf safari. Art, seriously? I am so stoked. Via, yeah, my brother's going to go with us. He's been there before and knows the way. We'll camp out and live in the bus. Art, like surfing nomads. Via, I call top bunk. Art, you got it. Art and Via get out of the VW bus. Via, everything is ready to go. All you got to do is get your surfboard and pass the driving test. The way I figure it, we'll be on the road by 10 a.m. We should be there by dark, and tomorrow we'll be surfing 8 to 10 foot perfection. Yee-hoo! You! Art, you! We're going to the Cape! Art and Via slap each other 5. Art puts his arm around his father, and his father does the same thing. Everyone walks inside to the house to eat breakfast. Sister, now that he's got his car, can I please go back to bed? Dissolve 2. Interior moving VW bus day. Art is driving down the road. Via is in the passenger seat, and Eduardo is sitting in the back. Via, see, I told you that driving test was cake. It's a good thing you used your dad's car. Art, tell me about it. The stick shift in the bus is impossible. Art tries the downshift, and the gears start grinding. Eduardo is seen cringing with his hands over his ears. Art finally succeeds in downshifting. Art, one last stop, and we're on the road. Art makes a left-hand turn and pulls into Bajan surfboards. Joe is outside sitting in a lawn chair reading a surfer magazine. Art, Via, and Eduardo jump out of the VW bus. Joe, happy birthday, Art! I see you got your present. Art, what? You knew about it too? Joe, yeah, it's my neighbor's old bus. He's been wanting to sell it for a while. I told your mom about it, and there you go. What are you doing here? I thought you'd be long gone by now. Art, we came to get some wax, and then we're out of here. Joe, go on in and get some. Art and Via go inside to get some wax. Joe remains seated. He picks up a cup of coffee and some sugar packets. Joe tears open the packets and empties the contents into the coffee. He then picks up a rusty old screwdriver, sticks the screwdriver in the cup, and stirs his coffee. Joe sets down the screwdriver, and Eduardo walks up to Joe. Joe puts down the cup of coffee, stands up, and with a big smile, shakes Eduardo's hand. Joe, hola, ¿cómo vas? ¿Todo bien? Eduardo, qué buena onda verte, bro. Joe, estás ocupado con esos dos, ¿no es así? Eduardo, no te preocupes. Si se ponen difíciles, los amarro en el techo del auto. Joe, okay, bro, pero asegúrate que no dañen las tablas de surf. Joe and Eduardo are still laughing. Art and Via, with a handful of surf wax, come back outside. They walk over to Joe. Via, thanks, Joe. Art, yeah, thanks, Joe, especially for telling my mom about the bus. Joe, that easy, but there's one thing you can do for me. Art and Via, what's that? Joe, catch a wave for me. Via, you know it. Art and Via jump into the VW bus. Eduardo shakes Joe's hand and gets in the bus. Art starts it up and tries shifting it into reverse. Joe is cringing with every grind of the gears. Art finally pops it into reverse and the bus starts backing up. Art and Via stick their heads out the window. Via, we're gonzo. Art, you. Joe, chat you later. Art's point of view through the bus front window. Joe shakes his head and waves. They pull out and head down the street. They spot Ledge walking and excitedly pull over. Art, Ledge! Ledge, I thought that was you. What's up with the bus? Art, I just got it for my birthday. Via, yeah, we're off to the Cape. Ledge, your virgin trip to the Cape. You know it breaks a lot bigger and harder up there. Art, we've heard the stories. Via, we can handle it. Ledge, well, as much as I hate to say it, you're not Groms anymore. Go for it, and don't hold back. We've got a reputation to uphold around here, so don't let us down in the surf. Art, committed, looks at Ledge. We won't. Cut 2. Art's point of view through the bus front window. Art sees Devo and another surfer walking down the street and drives towards them. Devo is now 16, still wearing thick black glasses and has black, curly, poofed out hair. Via sticks her head out of the bus as they come up behind Devo. Via, hey, Devo! Devo turns around to see who's calling for him. Via, with her head out of the bus, yells as they pass by. Via, so long, suckers! Devo looks in bewilderment as the bus passes by. He's confused as to why Art is driving a bus and Via is yelling out the window. Devo is clueless to where they are going. Cut 2. A series of shots. Shot A. Via has her arm out the window. She is surfing the air currents with her hand, doing off the lips and cutbacks. The camera pans out to the VW bus driving down the road with the ocean in the background. Shot B. The VW bus is winding through a forest on the edge of a mountain. On the right-hand side, you can see the ocean about 300 feet below. It stretches to the horizon. Shot C. Eduardo is driving. Art is crashed out in the passenger seat, and Via is drawing waves and sketches of her holding a big trophy with the caption, World Champ. Shot D. It is dark. All you can see is the full moon, the headlights, and a silhouette of the VW bus moving down a dirt road. Shot E. The bus is parked. The camper top is popped. The only light is a smoldering campfire in the moon. The only sounds are the crashing waves. Art, Via, and Eduardo are fast asleep. Dissolve 2. End of Chapter 6. Surfing Nomads. This is Mark, the author of The Bond Between Surfers. I'm creating a surfing grassroots effort to make this book into a feature-length film. Help support the project by purchasing the book, ebook, or audiobook. All proceeds will go to funding the film. Then one day, you'll be sitting in the movie theater, looking up at the big screen, and you can proudly say, I bought the book and made this movie. For more info, check out my website, tbbsurf.com. Thanks for your support.